Alright, so on to video 2. Kind of proud of myself because I used to hesitate with hitting the record button on the voice recorder. I used to hesitate a little because I was kind of nervous, but I immediately just hit record and just went straight to the document that I pulled up. But, I mean, you see the title. Have you guys ever heard of... It's called BanG in Japanese. But, I mean, I'm American, so it's called BanG Dream. The BanG Dream series that's based on rock bands of mostly high school girls. Ignore the high school girls part. That's just anime. A lot of anime is just high school girls and high school boys. But that's not why I watch it. I watch it for the story and other stuff. But the new gen BanG Dream, which is MiGo and Ave Mujica, those two, they're spin-offs of the first 3 seasons, so they're not actually connected to the first 3 seasons of BanG Dream or even the movies. They're entirely separate storyline. My goodness, is it good. It is good. They did a really good fucking job with that spin-off series. And I'm not one to really watch spin-offs. But, yeah. Every character was good. There was not a single bad character. That's point 1. And there's a character named Sakiko, who I think is the best character in the show between both shows because they are back-to-back shows. You start by watching MiGo and then you go into Ave Mujica. They're back-to-back correlated. But Sakiko is in both. And what makes her such a good character is that they easily made her the least likable character in MiGo, but then did a entire 180 with great character development where she ends up becoming the most liked character by Mujica. But after her being the best character as far as development comes Uika, who's one of the band members for Mujica, and Mutsumi, who's her childhood friend that was in her first band, but then was also in Mujica with her. Mutsumi has been with Sakiko for most of her life. Tomori is the lead singer for the band MiGo, which that's what the name of the shows are. MiGo is the name of the first band, and Ave Mujica is the name of the second band. But those 4 characters that I named are definitely the leads. But every other character in the show is a great support character. I loved the ending of Mujica, where Saki is at the top of the stairs and the other 4 members of the band were in front of her in the knight formation with their swords up. So the style of Mujica is gothic. It's medieval. It's a medieval style. So that's why swords and knights are components of their theme. But that ending was pretty good. I was happy with it. The entire last episode of Mujica was just the bands performing, both bands performing and just giving it their all. And it was a hell of a last episode. That finale for Mujica capitalizes on Saki's idea of, will you give your lives for me? Meaning, will you stay as a band with me forever? Because Saki, the lead of the band, asked every single member she got if they'll give their life for her. Meaning their talents, and it's basically signing a contract with the band. She's not literally saying give your life, but this was also Tomori's wish with her band, is to stay as a band forever. So Sakiko and Tomori both have that same mindset of, I want nobody else to be in a band with but all of you. Although the original band Cry Chick, the first band that gets introduced in the entire spin-off, even though they're gone, that band created the foundation for the next two bands. And it will stay as a treasured memory for those 5 girls that were in the original band. The first 5 you get to meet in the show. Those bonds will never be severed, as much as life tried to cut those strings. That you've got to watch the show to understand that. But there's a lot of arguing in the show. There's a lot of conflict, disbanding, people dropping out unexpectedly without explanation. But by the end of it all, my favorite character grew to be Sakiko. She truly was the main character all along. And she truly was the main character all along and the face of the entire spin-off series. I'm truly impressed by these 2 series of an already known series. And I looked at the reviews. The spin-offs performed better than the first 3 seasons, which is insane. That's insane, but dude, it's good. It's good stuff. They really gave their all in these fucking spin-offs, man. Bocchi. Okay, so Bocchi the Rock was already a great rock band anime, but really this Migo and Mujica, they put the final nail in the coffin for me. I really did tear up a few times. I didn't cry, but I was close, maybe once or twice. I really like this genre now because of these 2 shows. And it didn't start with these 2 shows. It started with Bocchi the Rock. Bocchi the Rock is the first rock band anime that I've ever watched. But these two have fully convinced me that I like that genre. The rock band genre of anime is truly underappreciated. The story and character development in these shows are something special. Not to mention the music is incredible. That's another big plus with rock band animes. The music is amazing. I watched girls band Cry before Migo and Mujica, but it was not nearly on the same level. Some people were saying that girls band Cry should have been what Migo and Mujica is, and I can't disagree. But I hate when I finish an anime that is this damn good. This feeling of emptiness, the feeling of emptiness after, is severely enhanced. Once I finished that final episode of Mujica, it all hit at once that I completed it and that there's not going to be any more. That spin-off is complete. Which, it really all hit at once as soon as I finished that final episode. But, yeah. The more the better the anime is, the harder it hits when you finally finish it. And it hit pretty hard when I finally finished it. I honestly forgot the name of the song that the original band first wrote that started their path towards band music, but rest in peace to that song. And yeah, I can't say too much because I'm going to spoil the anime. But there's a song that plays a big role, and it was the first song the original band ever wrote. And it gets carried throughout the whole show. It helps a lot with the story development. Mutsumi, who's the girl I was telling you about that was following Sakiko around for most of her life, who's also the lead guitarist in Mujica and Ave Mujica. She got a scary plot twist. Like, I can't say too much, but she got scary out of nowhere. She really did get scary out of nowhere. That plot twist was nice. That was cool. It turned all the negativity towards Sakiko immediately onto Mutsumi. And I'm sure Saki was devastated hearing Mutsumi say that she hates her. I'm not going to read that last part I wrote because that is a spoiler. But my last point is that I love the difference in music between MyGo, the MyGo band, and the Mujica band. I definitely like Mujica's music a lot more. It's a gothic rock, and that shit fucking slaps. I'm not gonna lie. That Mujica music slaps. I literally went on Apple Music to download some of those songs because that music slaps. The MyGo band is a lot. It's soft rock. It's rock, but it's really soft. And the point behind the MyGo band is to communicate feeling lost in life. That's really their main theme. That's why their band is named Lost Girls. That's what MyGo stands for, is Lost Girls. I keep saying MyGo, it's MyGo. But MyGo translates to Lost Girls. I don't know what Mujica translates to. I don't know, but yeah, definitely I much prefer Mujica's music. That shit really fucking slaps, and those girls are beautiful. But in conclusion, highly recommend both MyGo and Mujica. And definitely watch them in order. Start with MyGo and then go into Mujica. Definitely watch them in order because it's a lot better that way. But yeah, I'm hoping to do more. I'm hoping to do more anime reviews like this because I have watched days, weeks, months of anime and I've never done reviews, but it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense to do anime reviews like this, but I gotta be careful. I'm probably gonna have to put spoiler warnings on my anime reviews. Obviously, I mean, you should know if you're watching a review for something that there's going to be spoilers for it. But yeah, thanks for listening. I'm glad to get all the stuff off my chest today. Good night, y'all. It's 1 a.m.